Get in, loser. We're going to the internet. Good evening, everybody. I am Dadbod. Tonight we are finishing up the Magic Valley by Ja the Player. This is the seaside, and this map absolutely killed me. Before we get into the deep dive of this, if you want to just skip to the gameplay, right there is the timestamp to do so. But if you want to hear a little bit more about this, let's go do it. All right, before we get started, a quick shout out to a few people. First, everyone on my Discord server who was watching the streams. We had a lot of fun. It was a good time. If you're not already in the official I Am Dadbod server, the link to that is in the description below. I try to live stream there a couple of times a week, and people live stream there all the time. But just shout out to you guys for just like watching all of that, because this mod destroyed me. 1,970 total deaths. Almost all of them coming from the very last room, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a little bit. Second, shout out to my good friend Noakes, who provides Noakes Power. If you did not know, Noakes Power is a real power tested, proven scientifically to help you win in Celeste. You can beat pretty much any level you want with enough Noakes Power, even if you're not good enough to beat it. It was definitely in play here at the very end of this video. Noakes Power is the official power of I Am Dadbod, by the way, so you know. Anyways, moving on. 1,970 total deaths. 1,950 probably came in the very last room. I was like sub 20 in the first two rooms. They were not difficult. The third room, as you will see, is insane. And doing something a little bit different. At the very end of this video, I have what I find to be a complete walkthrough of the third room. So if you're trying to beat that and you don't want to take a week to figure it out, like I did, you just watch that. It should give you a pretty good idea of what you need to do, and then it's just perfecting that, and it will still kill you 1,000 times. I did, though, enjoy this. At the very end, once I figured out how to do it, it was fine. I was not having fun for a very good period of time, because I could sit down in front of this for 3 hours and just die in the same spot over and over and over and over again. But I finally beat it. I feel good about it. Shout out to Ja the Player. Always makes awesome maps. Haven't played anything that I didn't like yet. Magic Valley was one of my favorite maps to date. It's really, really challenging, and that's one of the things I like. As far as the good, the bad, and the ugly, there's nothing really bad to say or ugly about this. I would say there were a few things that I did not care for in the third room. There seemed to be a couple filler spots to make the room much longer. Though they weren't bad, it just like prolonged the amount of time that it took to get me to the part to where I consistently died, which I didn't care for. And there were, once you got the Theo Crystal, there were some parts on there that I thought were a little unfair or weird, until I finally figured out like the most consistent way of doing it. And in the video at the very end, you will see there's a couple different ways that you could do it. Once I found that, which happened to be after I'd already died 1,800 times, it wasn't too bad. But there's just tons of good in this, like especially if you're looking for a big challenge, which I know a lot of us are. You've beaten Celeste, you've beaten the B-sides, C-sides, even gotten some golden strawberries along the way. You're doing pretty well. You've done some of the D-sides, and you're looking for something a little bit different. Magic Valley will do it. I promise you will enjoy it. So with that, we're going to get to the video, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have a good night. All right. So, the last screen here, this is an interesting one. So, we need to start by doing and I guess this is going to be more of a a tutorial, but it just kind of gives you an idea of like what you have to do to make this happen, and it has to be done all in one go. So from the very start, we need to start with a wave dash or extended hyper wall bounce off of this wall here, jump on top of the zip mover, or grab the zip mover and then land on it while it falls. I found the most consistent to just do one neutral jump off of the zip mover, land on it, fall down, and you need to do a wave dash onto that zip mover. From there, you need to go through the dream block, jump out of there, stop your momentum and grab the switch, jump through this dream block and do a dream hyper, collecting the refill, doing a wave dash, which will give you the distance to wall bounce and grab the bottom of the zipper. You will then use the momentum of the zipper to grab this next zipper. Make sure you're not too high up or you will die. Fall down, little stamina puzzle here, just jump off each side. By the time you get to that third piece, your stamina is completely gone. You grab the refill and go through this dream block, which then takes you through these dream blocks, diagonal through that dream block, grab this dream block, go through it and dash down immediately, collecting the refill so that you can dash into the spring on the left side here, wall bounce, which would get you into this little maze. We hit the bottom left, dash diagonally to the up left to grab the top left, fall down to the bottom right, hit the top right, grab the refill, grab the dream block, dash through the dream block, but don't go anywhere. You just have to hold to the other side so that you can fall straight down. All right, from there, once we drop down, we have to dash through the dream block, but not too low to when we wave dash, we don't get our dash back, but not too high to where we essentially like ultra out of it and miss. You have to kind of hit it in the middle, so then you perform your wave dash, but it has to be a very short wave dash because this zip mover is here, and if you wave dash too high, you'll just run into it. So you have to dash under it, dash up, grab this second zip mover, which takes you to this zip mover, and you essentially have to jump on it and jump off as quickly as possible because it will take you right into those spikes. Dash into that zip mover, and then perform either a wave dash or an extended hyper dash all the way over here. So you have to have your dash when you dash into this first crystal. Then you dash into the second crystal, which refreshes your dash. But you do not dash into the third crystal yet until you've collected the touch switch. Dash up diagonally to grab that refresh. Dash up diagonally to grab the refresh in the center of the screen here, next to the double dash. Dash into the double dash, and then dash into Theo, grabbing Theo. This is where it starts to get really fun. So you need to take that Theo, throw him into the first touch switch, dash right, dash up diagonally to grab him, fall to get the second double dash crystal while you're throwing Theo into the touch switch, dash right, dash diagonally upright to grab him again, grab the double dash refill, throw Theo, dash right, dash upright to grab him again, and then you'll collect your green refill and throw him over the dream block, and you're going to have to dash through the dream block and up to grab him really quick, collecting the double dash crystal, throwing him, immediately dashing diagonal up and then right to catch him again, which will give you enough momentum into this area here, which you will have grabbed Theo again, collected the double dash, thrown Theo, dash diagonally up, right, and then right to catch him again, which brings us into this little piece here. Now, there's a couple ways of attacking this. Eventually, I just got to the point where I had my timing right. I threw Theo right on the zip mover, and then I collected the double dash and just got up there. I've seen people collect the double dash, throw Theo against the wall, dash up, grab him, and then do a quick diagonal dash where you like throw and immediately catch him. I'm not very consistent with that. I was also doing it where I was throwing him up against the wall and then just like Theo dropping him. So you just hold your grab, hold the down input, let go of your grab so he drops down immediately below you, and then you dash up into him, which gives you a little bit of momentum. But I found the way that you'll see in the video the most consistent. So from there, that zip mover is going to hurdle you into this little area. I found it most consistent when you are thrown into the area, you look to the left and you throw Theo to the spring in the top left corner. By doing that, it's going to collect one of the switches, and then he's going to land on the spring in the spinners. You'll want to delay your momentum a little bit, so just look at how it's done in the video. Hit the spring on the bottom left, catch Theo. You're going to need to throw Theo up against the three springs in the spikes on the right-hand side. Dash up to grab Theo. Throw Theo at the springs again, but use the top refill of those three refills to get some momentum upwards while you catch Theo. And then throw Theo at the last switch there, which then Theo's going to fall down. You got to use those two refills on the bottom to get momentum to catch Theo. By that time, the switch door will be open. You're going to need to throw Theo, grab the double dash refill, dash upright diagonally, and then right to grab him. Collect the double dash refill, dash right, and then upright to grab Theo again. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And you have to take that bounce really far. You need to make sure you position yourself pretty high on the springs. You can throw Theo after the bounce to bounce off the top spring and then dash into Theo. I had very bad luck with that. The one thing that I found most consistent was just dashing over that. So hitting the top of the spring and then throwing Theo and immediately grabbing him. You'll see in the video what I'm talking about, and just evade the spikes of that top spring, and then it's bounce, 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 and then hopefully, your aim is great, and you hit that heart, and then you dash up, because if you don't, you're going to get hit by a spinner, and you will die. I did that one time. I misinputted. It was very bad feeling. This room is crazy. It's really well designed. I love the way it looks. It was just super, super, super hard. And the majority of my deaths were right here. Just getting that consistency. And then getting this. Once I got here, it wasn't too bad. But you can't practice this area. Like, I can teleport to pretty much any area here. But if you don't have Theo, obviously you have to teleport here to start the Theo thing, but then none of your touch switches are activated. So that was kind of a bummer, but we figured it out. It was not fun. 80% of this video. Once I figured it out, I went back and beat it a couple more times. Wasn't so bad. I'm just excited that it's finally over and we can move on. I look forward to, obviously, what Jod the Player has in store, because Jod the Player always has really awesome mods. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to get into it now. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a good night.